Hey, Tap here. Week 3, Whispers Behind My Smile. Question for you. Who are you when no one's watching? I pause for a minute because I'm sure your brain is probably really trying to answer that question right now. But really and truly, who are you when no one is watching? Now, I'm in week 3 of Whispers Behind My Smile, and I'll post links. You've probably seen a previous video. I'm on a 12-week journey. I am in week 3, and week 3 is all about reconnecting with self. And I have pages of questions. So I am going to be looking down at my notes momentarily just to make sure I don't miss any. But I posted in the community area of my page questions for week 1, week 2, and now week 3. And these are reflection questions, really for you to, whether you do it by pen and paper or if you use a notes app, for you to just take a moment and ask yourself these questions and just scribble down some responses and some thoughts. Where does your mind go when you start asking yourself some of these questions? So I'm going to go through a series of questions for week 3. And then I'll talk a little bit about where I am so far in week 3 as I'm getting ready to wrap this up over the next couple of days. Um, so I already asked the first question, which is really a part 2, so the questions that I posted here in the community page, and that is, who are you when nobody's watching? When we talk about reconnecting with yourself, like what do those words mean to you? What does reconnecting with yourself mean? How do the words resonate with you? What does your authentic self look like? I've been asking myself this almost every day this week and just jotting down some thoughts that come to mind and really questioning if I'm being authentic in how I am moving throughout my day. What does my flow look like when I'm talking to people, whether it's in my corporate life or my personal life or a conversation with self? Am I really being true to who I am, or am I playing a role to make sure that I fit the conversation, the area that I'm in? And I'm working on that. I'll probably have some more thoughts on that as I get ready to wrap up this week. If you have answered the question about who your authentic self is, how far apart are you right now from that person? Are you connected to that version of yourself, or is there a disconnect? And if there is a disconnect, what is hindering you? What's blocking you? What's preventing you from really and truly being your authentic self? The last question that I have for you. What brings you a great sense of joy or fulfillment? And these are all connected. And, in week 1, I talked about setting intentions, defining and understanding your why. I focused on 5 areas of my life, and I'm fluctuating on what I focus on, day to day, week to week. And, last week was all about just being aware, understanding the patterns and the flow and things you were doing and habits you had in place and maybe things you wanted to put in place. It wasn't to actually start doing anything yet. These first 4 weeks are really just evaluation. It is setting the foundation. It is really taking a moment to really just understand the space that you're in. I talk about this a lot, about that reflection and that look back, and just sitting down for a week last week and just trying to really understand what my habits, what my routines, what my flows were. It was a little bit of a struggle to see it and not try to fix anything. Um, this week, as I'm taking a look and reconnecting with self, it's it's intense because I'm not just saying, okay, let me just take a look at Tap. I'm going by my government name, Sandra. Like, I'm reconnecting with Sandra. What does she want? Who is she? When you take away all the titles that we have in our life, who is that person? What does that body carry? What's that energy about? And it's a learning experience because so many times we're caught up in our roles, right? Whether, it's wife, mother, husband, boyfriend, coworker, sibling, sister, brother, partner, whatever it is out there, friend. Um, we're so involved with the titles that we have and the roles that we play in those titles that we very rarely truly understand who our authentic self is. And that is something that I am definitely learning this week. And it made me stop and think about things that I like and don't like, places that I've been and haven't been. Now that I'm in a new year, 2025, What's in the horizon for me? Where do I want to be or not want to be? What do I want to start doing or stop doing? I posted on my Instagram my mindset is finally at a point that I can resume my in conversations with guests, and I say it all the time. We all have a story. We're all everyday people, and we have a story that can inspire, it can stimulate, and it can motivate somebody. And it took me in this week, week 3, to really feel it within that I'm now ready to do this. And it's from a place of knowing that I really want to connect, not just with myself, but I want to connect with other people. I want to know that I am really acting on my why, and it's to be of service. It is to make sure that I'm putting out there opportunity for people to get their flowers if needs be, to share their story, to have somebody else click on my page and hear that story and have it inspire and help them through their journey wherever they are in their journey. So reconnecting with myself has been a lot more than just reconnecting with me, Tap, or Sandra. It really has been, I'm going to say, a soulful experience, because I'm really asking myself some really tough questions, and some I will not share publicly here just because I'm not comfortable doing so. But I've had to ask myself some pretty tough questions that I'm not sure if I like the answers, because the answers, although truthful, they hurt. And I'm still working through it. I'm going to get into week 4, and a lot of the questions that I've been asking over the last 3 weeks, they follow me into week 4. This is not about asking a bunch of questions and you dump it for a week. A lot of these questions are coming up again and again. The wording may be different, but the tone and the energy is still the same. And it really is to help you evaluate who you are. It's helping you to really discover who you are. It's reminding you to apply self love, self care, and self nurturing to prioritize you. And this is not just a, oh, I'm going to do this for 12 weeks and then I can check a box. I'm really looking to set the tone, put that flow in place, create the systems that I need well beyond the 12 weeks, well beyond 2025. And it really is to make sure that I am being intentional, that I am truly living my life and curating it in a way that brings me joy. And you hear me say it, that brings me peace, even with the chaos. I got an unpleasant phone call earlier today, and it disrupted me to the point that I had to just go upstairs and just lay down and sleep. I had no emotional energy left to deal with it. And I just have to go on faith that everything will be okay. And I have to continue to enjoy the peace that I have found within, take this journey that I'm taking on self discovery, and still be able to navigate through the bad parts. So, these questions in the community section here on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting them on Instagram as well. I've posted week 1 and week 2 on my Instagram. Week 1, 2, and 3 is posted here on the community tab of my page. I'm going to be doing a wrap up of week 3, I think, and posting it. I will definitely post about week 4 coming up in a couple of days. And really, as I'm going through this, I'm learning. So I'm doing a couple things right now, right? So I've created this program. I've scribbled it all out in my notebook for what the next 12 weeks looks like. Journal prompts and affirmations and different exercises that I want to do and questions that I have, and I'm sharing that with all of you. Along the way, I am refining it. So as I look back on week 1, I've already made a couple of modifications. As I've looked back on week 2 and now week 3, it's the same thing. So I'm in a continuous refinement, but as I'm continuously refining, I'm still making sure that I am being intentional on the self-care journey that I'm putting myself through, to learn, to heal, to grow, and to hopefully inspire other people to take on the journey for themselves, for them, because it's a priority of who they are to take care of themselves and to take care of yourself. So if you're interested, whispers behind my smile, send me a message. Let me know if you're interested. Happy to share, happy to talk. I'm working on some other things right now. So hopefully in one of these future videos, I can share the progress of what I'm trying to do. In the meantime, drop me a message, drop a comment below. Are you taking this journey? It's a new year. Have you created resolutions? Have you created intentions or goals? Is it a new year, new you, or is it a new year, still you? Are you doing any refinement? If you want to drop a comment below, I'd love to get that feedback. I'm really trying to build community here. And I think other people sharing their voices will help other people feel confident to share their voice, and again, to inspire and to nurture and to comfort along the way. I'm going to get ready to tap out here. And I've already been through the questions. I've directed you where to find the questions. I may also drop them in the comment below just so they're easier to access. But as I'm going through this journey, and if you are taking this journey as well, you're going to hit moments where you feel like you're unsure of what you're doing. You're going to hit moments where it's uncomfortable, and change is uncomfortable. Letting go of the familiar and taking a new approach, or evolving into who you are and who you've been hiding away from. Those whispers behind your smile that have been tapping you on your shoulder for quite some time that you haven't been paying attention to, and now you are. There's all of these things that's happening right now. And my encouragement and my suggestion and my thought to you is that you just have faith and just keep going. The only way out is through. And you are learning about yourself. Even if you're learning some of the less pleasant parts of yourself, you're still learning, and you need to celebrate that. But most importantly, you're taking the time to prioritize you and celebrate that as well. So I'm going to peace out here. I will be back again soon. Have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are in the world. Peace.